Right, guys, the breakdown. We're back with another YouTube video, and as you saw by the title, we are doing the breakdown top 10 rugby players right now. Disclaimer for Ireland fans: please don't cry because Johnny, who is not made the top 10 rugby players, we're actually going with some world-class rugby players and best player in the world. Oh, this is interesting.
It's Dupont.
Is
Realistically, I don't think it should be a debate. It is Dupont.
Dupont, 100%.
Dupont's on
Next,
goat
next up,
territory.
next up, I'm going to go ahead and just say Ardi Surveyor as well, similar to Dupont. I don't think there's much debate there.
Yeah.
100%. Number 3 is interesting. I think for me personally, Ramos is top 3 right now. I know people are going to say no. Maybe that's recency bias. But yeah.
But remember, Tally, our list is based off form and ability. It's a mix of both. So it's not just form, not just ability. It's a mix.
For me personally, I'd go with Etzebeth. He's a player who's just got better since winning the World Cup. He's only got better. So I can't look past Etzebeth.
Where I'm going with this, I put Barrett at 3. I think Barrett, in terms of ability as well, he's one of the best players to grace the planet. I think Barrett needs to go at 3.
Barrett's not top 5 for me at the moment. If we're looking at ability,
I was gonna say Etzebeth on Barrett, then Barrett. In terms of players, and you're looking at impact on game and how they make an impact on a game, I think Etzebeth does more than Barrett currently.
But would you not say, if we're talking about who's better, right? Ramos arguably gets in over Barrett. Barrett most likely.
No, because Ramos has had a very good Six Nations and played well in the Champions Cup.
Yeah.
Barrett has been a top 10 player for how long now? 8 years?
And I
8 years?
I understand that, but Barrett's probably not. They're saying they're predicting he's not going to start for New Zealand. Sean Stevenson's going to go in at 15 and Mackenzie in at 10. So a player that won't even start for his own national team, that could be wearing the 22 jersey, the fact that that's even a debate, for me, does not make the top 10. That's just the logic I'm going on.
Okay, let's put Etzebeth at 3 then, just because of how much output he puts in the game.
Yep.
Yeah. Next I go with Lacanio Am, I think, is next.
I have to agree. Lacanio Am is probably the best centre in the world right now. Closely followed by Ringrose, but I'm going to edge out Am in this one.
Yeah. I mean, he's insane.
He's a player. If you want to look at his impact, don't look at the stats. You just have to watch him play as an individual because it might not be reflected by the stats, but his impact is unmeasurable.
So number 5, this might be craziest. I don't think it's that crazy to say. I think Penno goes in at 5 for his ability. Best winger right now.
I genuinely back Penno at 5.
Penno has to be 5.
I think Bothelli's a more talented winger than Penno.
No.
I think Ramos is more talented than Penno. I think Penno's a player who's a beneficiary of a very good system. I look at Penno and I say to myself, if you put Mapimpi, if you put a Sevu Reece, a Will Jordan, a Mac Hansen in France, that'll just do not Mac Hansen.
Can I ask you something? The problem with putting Ramos at 5 is Jaminet is literally the same player as Ramos, and he sits on the bench. He's just as good goal kicker. He's just as good as under the high ball. Obviously, Ramos.
He's not. Ramos is a much better attacker than Jaminet.
Ramos is better than Jaminet. Jaminet's literally like an identical play style. So if you're going to put Ramos,
what you're saying is Ramos is more replaceable.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you can take out Ramos on France, put Jaminet in, and they're literally the same team. That's what I mean.
With Penno, you haven't got an out-and-out winger to come in and do the same job Penno has. That's why I'm putting him at 5.
Yeah. Taddy, we can sit here and talk about would this player do the same as Penno in Penno's role. But if you look at what Penno's done, he's reliable under the high ball. Defense is one of his strengths, and in attack, one-on-one, he's the most dangerous player outside of Dupont. So I think Penno gets in next.
Taddy, think about the other winger at France. It's always been chop and change. Penno's been the only winger at France that's constantly started and played.
But I wouldn't look at Penno based off ability and say he's the clear-cut the best winger in the world. I just think he's playing in an extremely good counter-attacking system where he gets lots of opportunities to get put in one-on-one situations. Like, not as many wingers have that availability as much as he does.
No, but that's Taddy. There's for example, against Ireland in the Six Nations, when Penno ran through basically the whole team, that is not him being beneficiary of a good system. That is just good rugby ability.
And Taddy,
that is unmatched.
I want to add, with Colby, with his 2 moments in the Lions and the World Cup, both of those opportunities was like a 1-on-1 or a 2-on-1, which he managed to exploit because he was that much better. Like, he just had the boys in the right position. South Africans got him the ball and he finished it off, and that's what Penno does.
Okay, all right. Penno at 5.
He's a decent player.
When are we going at 6? I'd say Josh van der Fleer for me, World Player of the Year, not just long ago.
So who do we have left to choose from?
So we have Boffelli, we have Furlong.
Bottom 5 players on the list.
Okay. So would you guys say it's ridiculous? Would you say it's ridiculous to say that Furlong is more important for Ireland than Van der Fleer is?
I think it's ridiculous to say because Ireland won games without Furlong, but I don't think Ireland would win games without Josh van der Fleer. Even when the Irish scrum wasn't operating against England and Furlong was struggling, they still managed to win the game. I don't think Furlong's a make or break sort of player for them. So
I think Barrett goes over them. I feel like Beauden Barrett has to be over them.
Jack.
Yeah. No, actually, no. I'm going to agree. I'm going to agree with Jack here. I'm going to agree with Jack here. And if we saw, you say he wasn't the player he was. If you look at Barrett's performance last weekend, he had 4 try assists
against Rebels, right? Is it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you guys are living in.
He's the player that can still perform. You say I'm living in the past, but I'm talking about something that happened a week ago. So I think Barrett is still up there.
In the sense of Rohan, for example, would you say Finn Russell's a better fly half than Beauden Barrett right now?
I mean, I would, yeah, but none of you wanted to put him on this list.
So he's not.
Listen, he's not. Boys, listen. Great, let's compromise and put Beauden Barrett 6, Josh van der Fleer 7. How about that?
Yeah, I'd back. Because Taddy, remember, this list isn't off form; it's on ability and form. And Beauden Barrett's been on form for the Blues, and we know ability-wise, he's the best player in the world. Him and Dupont.
I honestly. But then again, Jack, how you got to look at it is that Josh van der Fleer has been excellent for Leinster as well.
Josh van der Fleer won World Player.
He has, but he's not.
Put him above Barrett.
But he's not the best forward in the world.
Taddy, because you use this argument every single time I bring up Josh van der Fleer. You say he fraudulently won it.
A win is a win. A win is a win. Kieran, put him above Barrett.
They change up.
So I'm going to decide this because you're squabbling. I'm going to say that Beauden Barrett goes 6, Josh van der Fleer 7. Just based off ability.
Kieran, is he better than Sexton? In your eyes,
I think Sexton should be up there in the 5 and 6 conversation, but you're not prepared for that.
Right, so Brohan thinks Russell's better.
I think Russell.
That's just stupid. I can't lie.
I'd sack off either Ramos or Furlong and put Russell in the top 10. But that's a conversation for a different day.
Brohan also asked if Tom Dunn could be added to the conversation.
He's a good player.
So we've got Boffelli, Furlong, and Ramos left. Where are we ranking them? Ramos has to go next, I think.
Finn Russell could have made this, actually, thinking about it.
No, he shouldn't.
Russell actually, and Sexton could have as well. I would arguably take out Boffelli and Furlong for Sexton and Russell. Genuinely, I'll do that. And it's not ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous.
Ramos goes in at 8.
Furlong is better more important than both of them.
No.
Wait, no, sorry.
To say that Furlong. Not Russell. I was going to say.
I think
Ireland are in a stage now where every player in their team is replaceable. So it's hard to say.
Why don't we have Ramos 8 and we have Finn Russell 9 with Sexton 10?
No, because Ramos is more important than Finn Russell.
Ramos is not more. Yeah. Ramos, but that's why I put him 8.
As Jack said, you take out Ramos, Jalibert goes in. You take out Russell.
Blair Kinghorn can still do a job.
Blair Kinghorn is not a 10. Blair Kinghorn is not a 10. He's a great player.
Is more important than Sexton.
Boffelli's going out.
You're not ready.
Boffelli's going out.
Did you hear his take? Boffelli's more important than Sexton.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right. Plead your case. Plead your case, Jack. Plead your case.
My case. We've just seen with Leinster, you take out Sexton, Ross Byrne goes straight in, and they're still literally the same team. For Leinster and for Ireland.
Jack, but Argentina could
Taddy, everyone talks about Argentina being a good team, and that's ever since Boffelli came in and started kicking all their goals and being the player he is.
No, Carreras can not correct. I mean, the fly half Carreras can still kick well. Yeah, you can still kick well.
But maybe
boys, we're waffling now. Come on, let's get it more direct. What are we going then? Russell, are we going Russell 8? Ramos 8. I think Ramos has to go in 8. What do you guys think about that?
Who are the other options? Wait, who are the other options? It's Ramos or...
Ramos, Furlong or Boffelli is what we've got down.
So I think if we take away the whole value to their team and who has a higher impact on the game, more off recency than anything else, Ramos has had a higher impact.
Yeah, and then I'd say Furlong, then Buffelli. I think Buffelli makes it at 10.
I go Buffelli first, then Furlong.
Yeah. I'll be so real. I don't know how Furlong made the top 10, because if you're going to put Furlong in the top 10, you put Malherbe in the top 10, you put Oxenchain.
No,
Marks. No, you know what? I'd happily take Furlong out and put Russell in at 10.
Yeah, I'd be happy. I'd be happy to take out Furlong and put Malcolm Marks.
Kieran would be happy to take out Dupont from 1 and put Sexton in at 1. You know what I mean? No, but Malcolm Marks should have made this. So, well, guys, just to recap, what's our top 10?
Marks is going in at 10. So our top 10 is 1 Dupont, 2 Ardy, 3 Etzebeth, 4 Lekanyuam, 5 Penno, 6 Bowden Barrett, 7 Josh van der Fleer, 8 Ramos, 9 Buffelli, 10 Marks.
That's a W list, guys.
Honourable mentions for everyone.
I've got a few honourable mentions. One being Finn Russell, one being Boshier. Yeah, that's it. Those two.
Finn Russell's a dishonourable mention.
I think the people that should have been in there should have been Doris, Sexton, and I'd argue stay Ringrose.
Andy Farrell, the Aviva, Guinness, the Irish flag.
Kieran, Fiku is so much better than Ringrose.
No, it's not. He's not much better. That's just outrageous, Jack. Say much better.
Arguably, George North, in terms of a quality 13, is in that conversation.
Let's end the conversation. I'll tell you. Wrap it up.
Honourable mentions for me, I think Bongi and Benambi, Malcolm Marks, Malherbe, Pollard, and Damien Diolende and Damien Villemza as well. And what honourable mentions I had. Jack, any honourable?
Yeah, you're boring me, mate. You're boring me.
I think Will Jordan has an honourable mention being in there, but apart from that, I feel like he's on the fringe.
All right, guys, it's been another breakdown video. Make sure to like, subscribe, share. On our next YouTube video is going to be putting our knowledge to the test. Kieran's been ducking from this video for a while. Rugby, trivia. We're going to be asking the most real questions. Going to be seeing who's Wally.